Bengals.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. And we are underway at Paycor Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here's a 24. Tomato. Big 13 heavy.
Little run and some man from Virginia Tech, Facial Tootin. And he'll take this up past the 40, pickup of 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
Red on red. This one's hot. Here we go.
Another run here with Tootin. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Jump. Hey, run. Focus.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He keeps it himself. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Jacksonville.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Ready.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
11. This one's hot. Silver.
Lawrence going to give it to Tootin. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, slow goes.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Just an ideal start, Mike. You're on the road. You're in the playoffs. Anytime you can go down there and end with a score, it just takes the crowd down a notch. They've been tailgating. They've wanted to start this game hot. Maybe let doubt start to creep in that I know we're playing a game at home, but man, these guys came to play.
Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
11, 11, 11, 11. Here we go. They can. 11, 11, 11, and 12, 12.
Here's Burrow going to begin this one with a pass. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
It's a gain of 28.
They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
Second.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
12, 11, MT, tape. 11, MT, tape. 11, 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find Andre Yosibov. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Burrow now to throw on first down. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
That's complete. It's Yosibov. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
And he will get in. And they take the lead by 1 on top 8-7.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Begins with a run by Chuton. Inside the 30. And he will score. Facial Chuton. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
first down throw for Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
On first down, Burrow. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time. When you're around the ball on defense, good things are going to happen. And this is a great example. He's not able to secure the interception, but the next best thing is he gets his hand on the ball, and it falls harmlessly incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, Burrow. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
Now Brown. He'll get the first down inside the 35. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. That is a big play for Cincinnati. 39 yards.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Here's a run. And he's in. Case Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Give him a 2nd touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the 1st.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
They go play action for Lawrence. Again, working deep downfield.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10.
Take right open. 30 left. 11 and it.
Throwing is Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
On first and 10, Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 46-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter. Josh Hines-Allen. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's third and long. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third and long ahead. Now, Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And he will go all the way. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Burrow. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy is better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down throw for Lawrence. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now here's Lawrence. He's got the number 2 overall pick, the rookie Travis Hunter. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
19 yards. And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first and 10, Lawrence. That is incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
2nd and 10.
On red.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. To throw is Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
A 63-yard attempt.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. So, after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Back to throw, Burrow. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Josh Hines-Allen. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Burrow. That's into the hands of Yusufov. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw is Burrow. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Now he's loose again. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A huge play there for the Bengals. It's a gain of 49.
The 14-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2nd down. Burrow. Forced out wide.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
3rd and a yard. Here's a design run. And Bengals first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Second and goal at the 5-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. To throw is Burrow. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow. Hauled in at the 2.
These are the worst. I had a couple of years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Lots of big people. Jumbo set in the game as they go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone yet again. Chase Brown, touchdown Cincinnati. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book. See if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And the Jaguars are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Take right open. Hey, go.
Now, faking the give. That's complete to his running back, Bayshul Tutin. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Lawrence. Got a man downfield, it's Thomas. And he will score. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that is number 2, Greg. He is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. They'll get across the 20, mark them down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
the RPO. They'll get it to Brown. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2. Open left side is Gesicki. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Headed left, buying time. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Burrow here on 2nd down. On the run to the right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
3rd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. Left, right 80.
Burrow to throw. Moving outside the pocket. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's get set. Right 80. 12. Stop.
Now, Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. It is picked off by the rookie safety.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They go play action for Lawrence. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. He'll keep this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here. The third quarter underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On one, ready?
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Here we go. Stop! Stop!
A carry here for Brown. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Yafitu Melifonwu on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 5.
Gun! Stop! Stop!
On the ground, it's Brown. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. That's the former #1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker, there to make the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's third and 2.
11. Here we go. Stop! 11, 12. Stop!
Looking out of the gun, Burrow. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Here we go. 11 empty. 11. Stop!
Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a set, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Here we go. 180. Stop!
Look wide. Get this one complete.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They've converted twice on third down on this drive. Now facing third and 3.
180. Stop!
The RPO. That one is complete. Down the left sideline. And he's in. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. sit on it here in the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Red on red.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. Here's a short one. He's got screen. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
11.
On second down, it's Tipton. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Here we go.
On first down, Hill goes back to Tipton. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Ready. Hey, go. Focus, hot. Take right open. Hey, I'm gun. 13, Luke.
Now here's Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws this time. It's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack. And it'll set up a third down.
Hey. Son. Kill. 11.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that one on target to Williams. He's got it. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on fourth down.
First and 10.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They'll go up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Back to throw. Lawrence. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Jaguars 31. Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On one, ready? Here we go. Hey, can. 11 MT, take. 11 MT.
Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
On one, ready? Here we go. Right 80. Stop.
Here's Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
And the Bengals
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
right at midfield. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
11 MT, take. 11.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They face 2nd down
11.
7.
Let's get set. 11. Right 80. 11. Stop.
Burrow. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good for a
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Right 80. Right 80.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They'll stick with him again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, a gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
12. 11. 11. Stop.
Now, Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. 20-yard pickup there. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff.
And he will score again. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Well, they pretty much need a touchdown on this possession. And I think if I'm the defensive coordinator, the fine line you have to find, Mike, is I know I don't want to give up a deep shot, but I also don't want to just play prevent defense and give up too much underneath. So just continue to find that balance, make them go the long way, and just bleed this clock.
11. Take wide open. Here we go.
Second down, Lawrence. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And 10 yards to go.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case,
He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Trailing late. They've got to go here. It's fourth down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
On 2. Stop.
To the ground, a first down run. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. He is having a performance to remember. There's 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game. He draws ever near to the NFL record of 6. So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2.
Will line up for the
180.
2-point conversion.
He'll drop to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
48. Jaguars 31. Evan McPherson to kick off.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line.
Hey, Ron. Hey,
On first down, Lawrence. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Travis Hunter was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
and that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball. up to this point, and yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Think right. All right, let's go. 11, Agate. We'll go.
To throw is Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
13, Luke. Hey, Kim.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Hit as he throws and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones, and the coverage.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flatter. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
Right 80, 11. Scott.
The 1st down throw for Burrow. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Trayvon Walker, the former 1st overall pick, in there for the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he will go all the way. Andre Yosibov, touchdown Cincinnati. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2.
11, 12. 11.
He'll look to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out.
54. Jaguars 31. Kevin McPherson.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, it's Parker Washington. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
right, let's go. Hey, pincher.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Got a man. It's Thomas. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Second and a yard.
Rip, 20.
Throwing is Lawrence. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. 70 seconds left to go in this game.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Jaguars.
First and 10.
Lisa 24.
In motion comes Thomas. They go play action for Lawrence. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender. And
the pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot. And at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
He'll dump this out wide to Tipton. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a first down?
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Gun. Hey, Lion.
Now Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Williams in motion. To throw is Lawrence. That is caught, and they get the two-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
On one, ready?
From the 39, here's a first and 10.
Gun. 11, right, 80.
They'll drop to throw. Open man, downfield. Chase has it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
11 MT. 11 mighty. 11 MT, Kate.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball is going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Boye Muffet. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long. So this one in the win column for the Bengals. They will continue on in these playoffs. They're now one step away from a Super Bowl appearance. We'll have a tough one coming up next Sunday in the conference championship game. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Woo!